Infrastructure development, job creation and economic recovery topped Gauteng Premier David Makhura's 2022 State of the Province address.
The province will see war rooms being established to curb the imploding economic crisis and infrastructural challenges, he says. As part of his 8th year at the helm of the Gauteng government, Makhura also took stock of his administration's success stories.
It's all hands on deck in dealing with the province's gloomy economic forecast. According to Stats SA, Gauteng's unemployment rate is above the national average at 37%. Last year, the Gauteng provincial government waged war against the COVID-19 pandemic, which ravaged the lives and livelihoods of people. And this year, it has shifted its focus on tackling unemployment through economic recovery and reconstruction.
We have established the Provincial War Room, which brings together government and industry leaders in Gauteng province to drive economic recovery, unlock growth in every sector and create sustainable jobs, as well as supporting the growth of SMMEs. The Provincial War Room we are talking about is bringing together, as we said, business and government to focus on critical interventions and a program of action, not just a talk shop.
Makhura announced that he signed a proclamation to transfer all functions relating to the refurbishments at the Charlotte Maxeke Johannesburg Academic Hospital from the Gauteng Department of Infrastructure to the Department of Health. This is after the hospital was gutted by a fire in April 2021. Makhura conceded that there has been challenges in the delivery of infrastructure in the province that needed to be addressed urgently. But as Makhura was laying down his plans, a protest by members of AZAPO.
We have now established an infrastructure war room that will also bring business players who are leading different infrastructure projects, and the police and our different implementing agencies, including the Department of Infrastructure Development. They are going to be brought in there at the hub to deal with every aspect of infrastructure. Delivery on time, delivery at cost, dealing with the problem of stoppage of infrastructure projects.
Various political parties had mixed reactions to Makhura's address, some even calling for the head of MEC of Infrastructure Development, Tasneem Motara.
So we think that the Premier was able to blow by blow tell us what was the commitment in the last state of the address and how far are they in terms of progress, conceding in areas where the provincial government is.
Very little implementation, very little to report on what has actually been done. This is very much some of the same, very disappointing.
Why I was raising more to him, I said, where's political accountability? You should have today told the people of Gauteng and say, no, I'm removing MEC Tasneem Motara, then I'm putting so and so, to show that he's concerned about the department.
There was a mismatch because I did not see any emergency measures put in place to deal with the new pandemic, which is unemployment of young people. So it really disturbed me as the IFP.
Been the issue of DID, and we have a strong belief that DID must be disbanded. That in various departments, like education for instance, they must be able to deal with their own infrastructure needs, and that will be more effective.
There's talk about eradicating the department, but you can't really do that. The department's got to deliver services. So you need to look at the leadership, and you need to look at the senior leadership in the department itself to find out where the fault is lying,
Following the PPE scandal last year, the provincial government has instituted fraud detection reviews on all contracts that are above 10 million rand.
In his commitment to serve the residents of Gauteng, Premier Makhura has dedicated Thursdays and Fridays as service delivery days, where he will monitor the implementation of commitments made by the provincial government. Natasha Piri, SABC News, Johannesburg.